Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5 and today I'm reviewing the Pressure Cult Nomad, this right here. This is the Emerson Elvia, which is a very well-liked knife that I have. That didn't come out well at all. I really enjoy this knife. And I got some custom grips for it that give it the Mexican blanket G10 or G-Carta, I think. It's Mexican blanket especial, and it looks like a Mexican blanket. And I really enjoy this knife, and I haven't been carrying it so much here lately, but I got a knife that was closely inspired by it. So put that right there, and this is what we got. This is the Pressure Cult Nomad, meant for travel. And there's a very specific reason why it's set up the way that it's set up. It's made if you're going to go to a non-permissive environment, travel, you can't carry a knife with you on the airplane or into some kind of country that's pretty iffy. You take this and you take the blade off, or you don't put a blade on it, and you put it in your carry-on. You can put it in your check-in luggage, what have you. You can keep it on you in your person, and you go to the hardware store in the country location that you're traveling to, and you pick up one of these blades, and you use this Allen key to fix the blade to the handle, and you got a Pikal or Elvia style knife. This is clearly inspired by the Elvia from designed by Ed Calderon. I don't know if he had anything to do with this personally, but it's clearly inspired by this. And it's inspired by Pikal fighting systems or Libre, where you're holding the knife upside down, edge in, and that's how you do your work. And I did a video testing this with the standard utility blade and the Hawkbill utility blade that it came with, and I have concluded that the Hawkbill utility blade that it came with was lackluster and didn't work as well as this. And by the way, this is a travel tool. If you take the utility blade off, you got a bottle opener. You got a screwdriver with your driver thing right here, so you just put that screwdriver bit right in there. You can use this as a screwdriver. You also got a chem light, and so this is a multifunctional tool. And so if you're going to be traveling in scary places, this is a cool thing to have because you can arm yourself, and also you could actually use it as EDC. It's not the best EDC knife, but if you want to use this for utility purposes and you can't get it into the country that you're going to be traveling around in, or you can't get your knife in the country that you're traveling around in, this is a cool option. Some funny things though, you saw my video that I uploaded on the Pressure Cult Nomad, and I posted that on an Elvia group on Facebook, and the group is about Elvia, like that is the content of the group. It's called the Elvia Collectors Group or Elvia Group, something like that. And I posted my video about this, and they kicked me off because they're an Elvia group. They do not. This is not a Hawkbill group, which I thought was funny because I don't know. I would call that a Hawkbill, but they said they're not a Hawkbill group. But I was trying to explain to them the video's not about a Hawkbill, it's about which utility blade works best with this Elvia inspired knife. And I got kicked off, so that's funny. But this blade pierces better than the Hawkbill blade, and it also seems to cut a little bit deeper. You actually got longer edge length with this than you would do with the Hawk blade. The Hawkbill utility blade kind of has a ricasso on it. And Pressure Cult seems to be experimenting with a new Hawkbill blade that I'm interested in that's longer and not as exaggerated. And I'd be interested in having one of those blades to test out. But they also have different versions of these. They got the Raptor, which is a karambit version. It's a karambit bottle opener multi-tool that you can put a utility blade on. Think of the utility blade as an accessory that goes on the Nomad or the Raptor. And they also have the, I think it's the Defiance, which is more of a utility blade or EDC blade. But it also has a saw blade on it, where if you need to escape from something, you got actually a saw on it. And so a lot of these Pressure Cult, anything for Sneak Reaper and stuff, it has a lot of hidden hidden uses and non-permissive environments as centered uses. And they were very concerned with counter custody and stuff like that, which I have no use for that myself. Living in Texas and being a male, I'm probably not going to be kidnapped at my age. I guess it's possible. But I thought of a kind of a useful use for this, other than the tactical, other than the anti-custody type of thing. But that is if I'm traveling to, let's just say, Hawaii or Florida or something. I'm flying somewhere and I want to have a knife when I land. This is a good purpose for that. Usually when I'm going to be scuba diving and I'm traveling, I bring the Pacific salt. But if something happens and someone steals my Pacific salt from my luggage, you know, I'm not saying it's likely to happen, but it's possible that my Pacific salt might get stolen or my luggage might be lost. On my carry-on, I'll still have this. We'll be able to go to a hardware store or Walmart or possibly even a gas station and get me a blade, and I'll have an EDC knife. An EDC knife that I could probably use in the ocean if I wanted to, although it wouldn't be ideal. But I'll have an actual EDC knife, something I can use to cut things and do utility tasks, self-defense tasks, and stuff like that. Now it comes with this holster, and this is a pretty cool holster. Let me get behind the tripod so I can put it in. And I know, oh, got it upside down, that's the problem. This is a pretty cool holster. The only problem I've had with it is getting it upside down. But you can put some dental floss or some twine in there and put it on your belt loop and use it as a static line. Or it has these hooks that will catch your pocket so you can draw it out and use it real quickly. And so it's a decent holster, and it works both with the standard utility blades and the Hawkbill utility blades that you saw in my last cut test video. So that's it. That's the review. Let me look up how much it cost. I should have had that queued up on my phone. It's kind of pricey. And they're not always in stock. You have to watch the website. But it costs anywhere from $85 to $100. And they have several different colors. There are some of the colors there. And keep in mind, when you travel with this and you don't have a blade accessory on it, it's just a bottle opener and screwdriver. So keep that in mind. And there's the Raptor. And there's the Hawkbills that mine came with. And I determined that they're insufficient for this one, but I think it makes sense for the Raptor. So that's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out.